The AmFam Championship almost underway. What it means for the community.
This line of showers and thunderstorms is severe, and it's coming our way. We're breaking it down in the first storm forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Well, good morning and happy Friday, everybody. I'm Chris Stanford.
Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide. Today, golfers are teeing off for the American Family Golf Championship at University Ridge.
This is the 5th time the event's been held. Tickets still available this morning on the American Family website. They're $20 a piece. Kids under 17, though, get in for free with the purchase of an adult ticket. No bleachers this year, but fans are encouraged to bring their own folding chairs.
Now, there will be free parking at Epic all weekend. Shuttles will be available for fans starting at 7:30. You should also order any Uber, Lyft, or cabs from that same Epic parking lot.
So golfers plan on bringing the heat as well this weekend, with the temperatures outside heating up too. 81 PGA Champion Tour golfers make up the field this weekend. 5 of them from Wisconsin, including tournament host Steve Stricker. But really, this week's event is about more than just winning a trophy. It's about giving back to the community and helping those who really need it.
It takes a community, it takes everybody's effort, and through everybody's generosity and passion and enjoyment for the game of golf, we're able to put on an outstanding tournament all week long.
Half of the proceeds go to the American Family Children's Hospital, and the remaining is donated to a number of local nonprofits. Since the start of the tournament, more than $10 million has been donated. Well, if you are in the middle of a home improvement project, chances are you know that hiring a contractor right now is really tricky.
Not only are they in high demand with long wait lists, there are also a number of scammers out there trying to take advantage of the hot market. Taylor Lazenby has a call for action to keep you safe from those scams. Hi, Taylor.
Hi, guys. Good morning. That is right. Scammers are out now more than ever. And one family learned this lesson the hard way, but they called for action, and we answered that call to help get their money and their home back up and running.
Be careful who you hire. Make sure you check them out really, really well.
The Outlands say this critical step is something they wish they did before hiring EcoView Madison for their home improvement.
These people were listed as AAA on Better Business. I don't know how they got that.
Kevin and Donna Outland hired EcoView to side their house with new doors, gutters, and gutter protection. A job that usually takes 6 to 8 weeks. For them, it took months.
We'd call them, he'd leave messages, they'd never call back. Or they'd say, we're going to be there Thursday, and they'd never show up.
Donna says the company left equipment everywhere, took extended lunch breaks, and didn't return phone calls. Worst of all, the work they did was well below acceptable.
But the job was terrible. The windows all had hammer marks in the corners.
Finally, Donna and Kevin had enough of the laziness and called for action.
Someone from there called me like within a day or two. Her name's Teresa, and she did an awesome job. I don't know what she said to them, but she lit a fire under them.
Call for Action volunteers got a hold of the contracting company's owners, who came out to the Outlands home right away.
He came out with his wife and filmed the whole house and said, this is not right. And it's like, what do you think we've been saying for the last year?
We're calling for action for you, too. Here's what experts say you can do to prevent something like this from happening to you. Only hire contractors licensed and insured in Wisconsin. You can ask them for proof if you're not sure. You should also get multiple estimates to make sure you're getting the best deal. And finally, never pay the full amount for the project up front.
There were nails all over. I said, we've got grandchildren that live right down the street from us. I said, I don't want them getting a nail in their foot.
The Outlands are thankful they called for action, and they're hoping this advice will help others avoid a similar mess. Well, the Outlands say that they later received a check for $400 for a new door replacement after the contractor broke the first replacement. Now, of course, to find out more information on this call to action and how to request help for your case, you can head over to our website. That's at channel3000.com. And guys, they were just really lucky to get the help, and they kept saying how thankful they were for Call for Action to really help them and just give another look, another set of eyes just for that case. So.
such a testament to what Call for Action volunteers can do.
It
Over the
definitely
last year, volunteers have gotten back $86,000 for folks like this family. So
I believe it. I believe it.
incredible work. Nice package.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a look at that forecast now. We are at the hottest point where we're setting up for one of the hottest days. And what are you tracking on Weather Track this morning, Chris?
All right, a couple things. One, we have our dome of high pressure that's kept us dry, that's kept us steamy as we've gone really throughout the past week. But I want to highlight this right here. You have your area of low pressure that's going to move towards our north. This stationary front eventually moving towards the south and east as a cold front. Now here's what we're watching along it right now. This is the line of showers of thunderstorms. They are noisy. You see the frequent lightning showing up. They're also severe. Severe thunderstorm warnings are all along that line that's moving over I-29 as we speak and into the state of Minnesota. Well, folks, this is going to be moving south and east as we move through the afternoon into tonight, and that is where our most organized chance of rain comes from, and perhaps the best chance of rain that we will have seen all week. Doppler track is all dry for us right now, and we are dry overall. I told you yesterday, I'd show you the latest drought monitor. What we saw was a major expansion of the moderate drought. The abnormally dry conditions work their way all the way into the Northwoods. Then we still have our severe drought throughout the south and east. It has stayed in place, but that does include Janesville and Beloit right now. Let's put things into motion as we plan out the day. This is 4:30. We see our isolated showers and storms popping up at this point. This is generally what we've seen every day this week as temperatures are in the low and potentially mid-90s. Now we're at 11:30. We saw the line of showers and thunderstorms develop back towards the north and west. It's going to be pushing south and east. It's just going to be dying as it does so. So now it's the question of how much of this can we get to hold together as this line of showers and thunderstorms comes in, because that's what we need it to do. We need it to hold together. Anyone who gets the showers and thunderstorms, you're going to get a nice little drink of water, especially with us drying out as we move into tomorrow. We're talking perhaps some of those heaviest thunderstorms dropping 1, maybe 1.5 inches or upwards of 2 inches of rain. But again, that's going to be on local spots elsewhere. And maybe a 1/4 inch of rain at best. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But any rain at this point is rain that we could use around here, because after that chance of rain tonight, look at how dry that entire forecast is. Only a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm as we move towards next Friday. But humidity drops in such a big way this week that even when we are hot on Thursday, we don't have the humidity to go with it to feel that potential for pop-up showers or storms.
At least a little perk that it won't be humid.
It will not be humid. Mother Nature bought the dehumidifier, and I am okay with that.
All right, Mr. Reese, thank you. Check out this video out of Puerto Rico this morning. This fire and resulting explosion right there, that has about 400,000 people without power in that area. But that's more than 1/10 of the island's residents. It happened at an electrical company. That company also dealing with a cyber attack too. Just look at this. It's not clear if that attack might have somehow caused this fire.
Today marks the official start of the G7 summit in Southeast England. Over the weekend, leaders will be discussing topics including climate change and the pandemic. Global leaders also plan to announce a major coronavirus vaccination effort to help the world recover. They're going to donate 1 billion doses of the vaccine to other countries.
We're doing this to save lives, to end this pandemic. That's it, period.
Also today, First Lady Jill Biden and Kate Middleton will participate in an early childhood education roundtable. The president is set to meet with Queen Elizabeth on Sunday, as well as Vladimir Putin next week.
The Olympics are on the horizon, just 45 days away now. Japan, though, still struggling to decide if spectators will be allowed in. Only 4% of that country is vaccinated right now. Health officials don't think there is any safe way for viewers to attend. That's because of the thousands of unvaccinated volunteers. The game has already lost over 10,000 volunteers for fear over COVID. Opening ceremonies are scheduled for July 23rd.
608, a local museum is about to open back up. Which one and what you can expect.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help.
With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
In one instant, an accident can change your life. Gingras, Thompson & Walks has assembled the top personal injury lawyers in Wisconsin to fight for victims' rights. If you've been injured in an accident, contact Gingras, Thompson & Walks for a free consultation.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Welcome back. Lambeau Field will be shaking once again this year. The Packers announced their plan to allow full capacity for all games and events this summer and fall. That includes the annual shareholders meeting, training camp, and family night. Fans who aren't fully vaccinated will be asked to continue to wear a mask. Proof of vaccination, though, is not required.
After being closed for 16 months, the Wisconsin Veterans Museum plans to reopen soon. The museum has announced it'll reopen July 1st with some new exhibits. They'll be on Madison natives Roberta Wells and Ikari Toki. Wells was one of the first female Marines. Toki, the son of Japanese immigrants, volunteered for the U.S. Army shortly after Pearl Harbor and earned a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star. He's also who Toki Middle School is named after.
How neat. 6:12 now. Chris Reese is here with your certified most accurate forecast and a heat index in store for your Friday.
Sizzle and pop. That's how things are going to be as you step outside today. This is likely going to be the hottest day of the week. And yesterday, we made it to 92 degrees here in Madison. I suspect that we may beat that as we go through today. This is the heat index at 3 o'clock this afternoon, potentially right around 104. Is what it'll feel like as you step outside, folks. Now, the good news is that by tomorrow, the warmest heat index we'll likely see is around 94. We will start to see some of the cooler air, or at least drier air, working its way on into the picture. But as warm as it's going to be, I want to tell you, heat-related illness is certainly possible. Be careful if you're out and about. I preach this all day. I've got to practice it. Yesterday, I spent a little bit too much time trying to mow, and I needed to take a break. I got a little bit dizzy and needed to make sure I stepped into a cool environment and drank some water before I could go out and finish mowing. So really stay hydrated, folks. Limit that strenuous outdoor activity, and again, check on the elderly, the pets, and the back seat. I can't stress that enough. We hear it every year about someone dying in a hot car. So make sure that we're not leaving people in cars really at all as we go through this week, because the heat is going to be around for quite some time. But I want to show you how the pattern begins to change. This is us right now. We see our connection to the desert Southwest, which is where the core of this heat has been. As we start to move into early next week, we shift that a little bit further towards the south and west. This opens up the door for some cooler air to work its way on in out of Canada. And even though the air may not be all that much cooler, it's certainly going to be drier. We need the drier air around here because it is humid, folks. We also need the rain, though, so it's catch-22. Right now, we do have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. If you're going to be out and about boating, I wouldn't necessarily cancel that experience, but nonetheless, do know that we have that chance for an isolated shower or a thunderstorm. Here's what we're watching at First Warn Traffic for you this morning. So far, no big issues at all. We are seeing what you would expect throughout Dane County and Rock County this morning. All routes are cruising along at their normal speeds. No crashes, no delays.
Mr. Reese, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
6:15 now. The video game industry is struggling to deal with the new threat this morning. Hackers hit one of the world's biggest video game publishers. Electronic Arts, also known as EA, says cyber thieves stole the source code for the game engine that powers some of its biggest series. Source codes are basically the building blocks of any computer program. It means EA games under the FIFA, Madden, and Battlefield brands may have been compromised. The company says player data was not exposed. The attack was not ransomware.
Right now, it is a great time to be a homeowner with a national rise in home equity value of nearly $2 trillion over the last year. That translates into an average gain of more than $33,000 per borrower in their home equity, or an increase of about 20%. Even for the homeowners who are struggling, the strong housing market means that they may be able to sell their home instead of losing it to foreclosure.
All right, we are wandering Wisconsin this month, and today we're highlighting a local hotspot just down the road from Madison.
Spring Green. Josh Sprider has been hanging out there all morning and showing us around. What do you have for us now, Josh?
Hey guys, good morning. You know I love coffee and you know I love wine, so we're going to put the two together here this morning as we're checking out Convivio here in Spring Green. And this morning, Mary Dalton's up early with us. You've got your coffee in hand.
I've got my coffee.
Two of your favorite things, right? Coffee and wine.
Yes. Two of the major food groups.
And hey, within the last year, we've needed this a lot, right? This has been one of those things during COVID that people really came to you for that wine.
This is getting us through all kinds of difficult things.
You know, talk a little bit about what you guys have here at your store.
Well, we're all about enabling your table. So we have dishes, linens, gorgeous cutting boards, things to entertain with. And then we have a beautiful selection of carefully selected wines. So when you come to the store, we've tried everything and we're happy to help you pick out what's going to pair well with your meal or entertain your guests. And then we've added specialty spirits, liqueurs, a lot of regional gin, regional bourbons, and a coffee bar in the back where we work with Wonder State Coffee from Viroqua. They're fair trade. They do a beautiful job with their coffee, and we're very happy to serve them.
You know, so obviously you're a local store here. How much of an importance has that local support been for you, especially over the last year?
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our local people who love us. And we feel really fortunate to have been as well supported as we are.
You know, talk a little bit more about, because we have a beautiful space out here, so we'll walk out here if you want to follow me. So you've got the space right out back here, so you not only sell the stuff, but you can also enjoy some of that stuff right here on location.
That's right. You can have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee and baked goods on the weekends and sit in our backyard, which has been very popular because it's easy to be socially distanced.
And now that summer's around and the weather's nice, you can actually be outside a little bit more and enjoy it.
It's a great place to be. Nice and shady in the afternoon. Great place to stop on your way to APT or your trip to the river.
You know, why Spring Green? Why are you guys here in Spring Green?
We've both lived here for 25 years, and we love this community. I mean, how many small towns of less than 2,000 people have an independent bookstore, a variety store that's been run by the same family for over 100 years? We love our people. We love the arts here. We're Just really happy to live here.
Well, Mary, thank you so much for being here with us this morning. I appreciate it. Just a great space.
Thank you so much for coming out to Spring Green.
Yeah, this is such a quaint space, guys. I mean, look at this. You can't get any better than this. Just out here, I've, of course, forgot my coffee inside. I can't believe I forgot my coffee for one, but if you need me, I'll just be hanging out here.
Well, what an awesome space. You know, Spring Green, one of those hidden little gems, and we are so happy that you're showing it off this morning, Josh. And remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Just reach out to him on social media in the 608 at WISC-TV.com if you want to shoot him an email. Happening today, thousands of canines from all 50 states and 10 countries are going to hit the green carpet for the 145th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
COVID delayed the show a few months and forced a shift in venue. Elise Preston gives us a preview.
From gracefully leaping through hoops to quickly navigating mazes. It takes a lot to be top dog.
The proper exercise is important. Nutrition is really important. And of course, skin and hair.
Over the next few days, pooches and their handlers will be showing off their training, agility, and personality in this year's Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Joshua Faulkner breeds Dogo Argentino pups like 7-month-old Tino. The muscular hunting dog is one of 4 new breeds now eligible to compete.
He is just everything that we hope for in a Dogo Argentino. Tenacious dog, athletic, powerful.
The Beaver Terrier, Belgian Lacanois, and the Barbet will also be stepping onto the green carpet at the historic Lyndhurst Estate in Tarrytown, New York.
The Lyndhurst Estate actually has a very long history of dog shows. There were dog shows held here for 30 years in the 70s and 80s and early 90s.
The coronavirus forced the event out of Manhattan for the first time in its history, and spectators and vendors aren't allowed. Still, Faulkner says this year's show is especially important.
I think people in general change their whole way of life to really adapt to being home more with their own family and spending more time with their family unit.
And their dogs are an extension of that.
And their dogs are their family unit.
Good boy.
All eyes will be on the prize pups Sunday night when one will be crowned Best in Show. Elise Preston, CBS News, Tarrytown, New York.
So coming up in our next half hour, the Goodman Pool is opening back up. We'll lay out the changes that'll be different this season.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Wells Asphalt Paving.
At Pick and Save, we go over and above to make sure we have the freshest stuff in our stores. That's why we get secret shoppers to do pop inspections.
Secret Asian man, secret Asian man.
We make sure Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Rather than sleep on the sofa under my new ceiling fan, I thought, get one for the bedroom. So I'm back at Madison Lighting for another fan. I turned the thermostat up 6 or 7 degrees and ran my new fan in the family room. The humidity, gone. So the fan experts at Madison Lighting are helping me choose the right fan for my bedroom. I got my room dimensions and I brought some pics. Quiet, quality fans are on sale till June 20th. Madison Lighting on Watts Road.
Do you love your morning coffee but hate what it does to your smile? Coffee might kickstart your morning, but it's also kicking you in the teeth by making them yellow and dingy. And you probably know by now that coffee stains are stubborn stains. Whitening toothpaste can't even begin to handle them. But I'm here to tell you about Power Swabs. With just 5-minute applications, you can tell those coffee stains to kiss off. Because 5-minute applications is all it takes for Power Swabs to lift coffee stains, tea stains, red wine stains, and even stains from smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
If you have one tooth that's darker than the others, you can target that one with Swab Precision.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise. I like being able to individually get the teeth and kind of in between the grooves.
You just snap, swab, and smile. In fact, in 7 days, you probably won't be able to stop smiling.
It's so simple apple. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
Not only will Power Swabs whiten natural teeth, it also removes stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The Power Swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
All right, boys, I have a story for you.
Lay it on us.
This is Mr. Jerry.
Good morning, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry Meyer from Blue River. He was fishing. He was jigging for walleye outside of Highland at Black Hawk Lake, and he caught this massive northern pike instead.
That's a good-looking fish.
So it is 40 inches long. It's about 20 pounds. They're quite rare at Black Hawk Lake, especially to catch a sizable fish like this guy. And the DNR says if it's that heavy, that long, it's probably about 20 years old.
How about that? I did some Googling.
You did?
And an average, you said this one was 40 inches, an average northern is 16 to 22 inches.
Wow.
Jerry.
Oh my goodness.
You impressive man. And here's the kicker, folks. He caught it on his birthday.
How about that?
What a man. That's so impressive, Jerry. We're so glad to feature you on the morning show. Thanks for sending in your photo.
Yeah, that's the kind of stories we like. Good stuff. Share your morning with us. Post a pic on our socials and use the hashtag MyNews3Morning.
All right, Mr. Reese, should Jerry head out and try and catch another one of those puppies today?
He could. It's going to be hot, so wear the light-colored, loose-fitting clothing, as I've said all week. Take plenty of water. We do have a little chance to see a shower or thunderstorm later on today, which we all know we need that around here. This is the 24-hour precipitation, and we have certainly been dry. Our deficit continues to increase. We're now starting to approach 8 inches below where we should be for this time of the year. On the bright side, we have some very minor rain chances as we move into tonight.
All right, Chris, thanks. Stick around, folks. More News 3 Now this morning coming up right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Landscape design can be overwhelming. Our experienced landscape designers, horticulturists, and arborists work together to make any vision come to life. From planting to pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Barnes, since 1981. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
Hi, I'm Crystal the Pistol. Goldman Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with 2017 and 18 Subaru Legacies and Foresters starting at $17,995 or $270 per month. That's right, Goldman Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with great deals on 17 and 18 Subaru Legacies and Foresters. So hurry in today to get your great deal and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldman. Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Landscape design can be overwhelming. Our experienced landscape designers, horticulturists, and arborists work together to make any vision come to life. From planting to pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Barnes, since 1981. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
Right now, the Madison School District has its plan to get kids back in the classroom this fall.
A line of severe showers and thunderstorms races towards our north and west. In the meantime, we bake in the heat. We're tracking both in the First Warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Big day today for high school graduates in Madison.
Yes, if you're attending, Madison School District is going to drop its mask requirements for those outdoor ceremonies because of the heat.
Yeah, they were initially required for anyone attending.
So if you want to watch, we're helping you out by streaming the graduations. Today, students from East and West are up. And tomorrow, it's James Madison Memorial and La Follette High School. They'll be graduating. You can find all 4 ceremonies at channel3000.com/MMSD graduation.
More big news from the district this morning. Students will be headed back 5 days a week to school in the fall.
We would have liked to have made this announcement months ago, but our approach with Madison School District has always been very purposeful and cautious and careful, and really leaning on the science and recommendations of our local health experts.
They're still working on what mask and social distancing policies will look like next year when students return in person. There will still be a virtual learning option, though, for those who want it. Parents, you can expect to hear more about those other safety protocols in the coming weeks.
Right now, police in Janesville are looking for a man who robbed a motel clerk at gunpoint. Come to your screen and take a look at this. These are surveillance pictures taken at about 1:15 in the morning at the Super 8 Motel on Milton Avenue. These images show the suspect wearing a black neck gaiter, great gloves, black pants, black shoes. But pay attention to this. He's also wearing a Chicago Bulls sweatshirt that says Chicago 6 rings on the front. Police say he rode away, too, on a BMX-style bike.
Some good news this morning on the road to recovery here in Wisconsin. There's now a bigger window to administer tens of thousands of Johnson & Johnson vaccines in the state. It comes after concern they would go to waste at the end of this month. The expiration date has now been extended 6 weeks. That ups the shelf life from 3 months to 4.5. It follows an FDA review to make sure that they were safe and effective still. Local health experts say there should be no concern about getting those doses.
It looks like, there was a thorough administrative review that was conducted and that determined that it was not going to lead to any problems if they extended the expiration date. So it's a good strategy to save those thousands of doses that could potentially expire without losing out on any of the benefit from the vaccine.
With this extension, SSM Health says they're confident they'll be able to distribute their remaining J&J doses, but there are still millions to be distributed nationwide.
A couple of former Wisconsin governors are teaming up to get people vaccinated.
What's up, Jim? How are you, Scott? I'm just ready to be done with this pandemic.
I couldn't agree with you more.
That's what I thought. Here's another thought. Let's do a commercial together reminding people in Wisconsin how important it is to be vaccinated.
That may be the best idea you've ever had.
I agree.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late, but it looks like everyone agrees. It's time to get vaxxed, Wisconsin.
Love seeing Dr. Potoff there, too. UW Health teaming up with former governors, obviously Scott Walker and Jim Doyle, for a public service announcement to encourage eligible Wisconsinites to get their vaccine. Well, here is some welcoming news. You can beat today's heat at the Goodman Pool. It's opening up today. The front gates will open at noon. And get this, Goodman Jewelers is paying for the first 500 kids that come. Now, some things to note about changes they've made since, I think they were closed last year, so it would have been 2019. They were not closed last year. So it's been a while, folks. So here are the changes new for this year. That's the important part. You're going to need to bring your swimsuit already on, because there are no locker rooms or changing areas are going to be open. Deck chairs are not going to be provided, so bring your own. And no food or beverages are allowed through the gates. They do have some touch-free filling stations if you want to bring your water bottle. Every day can't be free for kids, so here are the rates to pay when you go and enjoy the pool this summer.
All right, 6:34 now. Chris Reese here with your certified most accurate forecast. Chris, a good day to jump in the pool, huh?
Sure is. We're going to be steamy outside. Temperatures likely the warmest they've been in our warm spell so far today. 94 is that forecast high. One thing you have to be mindful of when you're in the pool, though, is the potential to see lightning or hear thunder, and we do have that chance as we move into the afternoon and evening. These are going to mainly be pop-up variety thunderstorms at this time of the day, so not everyone sees them, but be mindful if you're going to be out and about splashing around in the pool or even our area lakes. But it's going to be hot, so today's a good day to do it. You want to find ways to stay cool. This is 2:30. It could feel like over 100 degrees at times as we go through today. By tomorrow, we'll finally start to cool things down. It will not feel as hot, but when it feels the way we're expecting things to feel outside, some heat-related illness is certainly going to be a possibility. So I want to encourage everyone to take frequent breaks and stay hydrated, especially if you're not able to splash around in the pool. You just want to make sure you're finding a way to cool things off. Limit that strenuous outdoor activity and check on the elderly and the pets. That's going to be a big one. Check the back seat as well. And keep this in mind, because after the 94 today, we'll cool down, but we're still fairly steamy. Our coolest days are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday next week before we return to the 90s. Some good news, though, is that the humidity is going to come down as we move beyond today as well. A beautiful start. Look at that sun. High in the sky, we're at 68 degrees. Winds out of the east at 3. We do have our dew points into the mid-60s, so it's still sticky as you begin to step outside. Janesville, you're at 70. Good morning to Watertown, also at 70. Mineral Point, good morning to you guys, coming in at 72. I want to show you Doppler track with a purpose. We're dry for now. Here's a line of showers and thunderstorms towards our north and west. These are severe. They're going to continue to work their way towards the south and east. That leads us to the rain chance that happens after 7 o'clock. You plan your day, plan for the heat. 94, that forecast high. Here we are with the isolated pop-up showers and thunderstorms. We get you towards 4:30, and now turn your attention back towards the north and west. 7 o'clock. You see that line of storms at least trying to regenerate. Now we're at 9. Some folks are going to end up with a healthy drink of water out of that, but by midnight, it's falling apart. It's working its way towards the south and east, and that is the only rain chance we have in this whole forecast, other than a slight chance by next Friday as a little bit more humidity tries to come back. But this warm stretch for the middle of next week, it's warm, it's hot, but we don't have the humidity with it to generate the pop-up showers of thunderstorms. So our rain chances really take a dive as if they weren't low enough to begin with.
So today's it.
Today's it.
For the foreseeable future, fingers crossed that we get a drink of water tonight. Thanks, Chris. Turning to national news now, the FBI director giving some specifics about the rise in hate crimes.
From fiscal year 19 to fiscal 20, a 63% increase in FBI hate crimes investigations opened.
FBI Director Christopher Wray there telling Congress yesterday that in 2021, the FBI had the highest crime investigations of hate crimes since that started in the past 5 years. And that's with hate crimes being vastly underreported nationwide. We have an entire series, by the way, on the rise of hate crimes in Wisconsin up on our channel3000.com website.
President Biden's ambitious infrastructure plan might finally be moving ahead this morning. Last night, a bipartisan group of 10 senators, 5 from each party, announced they agree on the plan. It would be an 8-year, $1.2 trillion program with no tax increases. Some liberal senators, though, are against it. They say the talks are taking too long, and bipartisan support could erode their support for the bill.
6:38 now. The Scripps National Spelling Bee is about to get started. The kids from Wisconsin you can root for.
And a live look outside on your Friday. Mr. Reese is breaking down the heat and humidity, planning out your weekend after the break.
It's time to make hay with John Deere at Sloan's. Get 0% for 5 years on new round balers, or lease your John Deere 460M for just $104.83 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Why bother mastering something? Why test a hybrid engine for over 6 million miles? Why hand-tune an audio system? Why include the most advanced active safety system in its class, Standard? Because when you want to create an entirely new feeling, the difference between excellence and mastery is all the difference in the world. The Lexus ES. Every curve, every innovation, every feeling. A product of mastery. See Lexus of Madison.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
It's time to make hay with John Deere at Sloan's. Get 0% for 5 years on new 6E tractors, or lease your John Deere 6120E for just $155 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
Join me virtually June 23rd as we live stream the American Cancer Society's 14th annual Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin Gala on the rooftop of Monona Terrace. Join Bo Ryan and others as we celebrate our fan of the year, Rob Andringa, and his family. For more details, go to coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Morning, Sam. Here's what to expect as we go throughout today. It's going to be another very hot one out there. Temperatures are going to be warming up to about 94 degrees this afternoon. We'll also see a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. But Sam, today is a very special day for you. Happy birthday to Sam and his twin, Josh. These are my own kids, if you will, turning 17 today. So it's going to be a great day to get out and celebrate Doppler Track All Drive for us here in the state of Wisconsin right now, Sam. But I'm focusing on something that could be of impact later on when it comes to those birthday celebrations. Here's a line of showers of thunderstorms towards the north and west. They are severe. They're going to be working towards the south and east. And later on, that could spell more trouble out there for you. But if you're going boating today, you may have some splash and dash showers or thunderstorms to dodge, but take the sunscreen as temperatures are going to be right around 94. Here are those splash and dash showers. It's later on tonight that we'll see that line arriving from the north and west. Most things will be wrapped up by 11 o'clock as that starts to move on through. Folks, I'll plan your day too. Send me a video, state your name, where you're from, and say, hey, Chris, plan my day. Send that to tips@channel3000.com.
All right, thank you very much, Chris, and happy birthday, Sam.
Hey, it's time to wander Wisconsin.
Is it?
That's right. We're in a really cool place this morning. I have loved these segments. And Josh Sprider's in Spring Green. Josh Sprider showing us around. What do you have now?
Hey guys, good morning. Of course, we couldn't come to Spring Green and not check out Arthur's Supper Club right off of the highway here in town, and we're really excited to showcase this because look how beautiful this is. Chris Stoddard with us this morning, and you guys, you are just taking this over like right now.
We are. Actually, we are right in the middle of doing a transition of takeover of ownership. June 1st was kind of a soft takeover, but July 1st will probably be where we're actually sign along the dotted line and it'll be ours.
So what brought you here to Arthur's?
Oh gosh, I used to run the Chamber of Commerce here, and the owners of Arthur's, I'm very good friends with his daughter and her husband, and we, it was just kind of a natural fit. She's like, come and manage Arthur's for us, and so that's where it all started, where I started managing here. I've managed here 3 years. And it was a natural fit. I had a lot of people, when I would go to their tables and talk to them and just do table touches, they'd be like, are you the owner? You're like, no, I'm managing. And then John Call, the owner, John and Mary Pat Call, he's like, it's natural. Like, you're natural. This is yours. This is your place. So that's where we started. That's where we started the conversation of us taking over.
And now you're really happy to make this into a family business, too.
Yes, definitely. So my husband, who's an architect, will continue with his day job, but you'll see him behind the bar, just bringing, that family, the full family. And then both my boys are here. Nick and Cole are both here. Cole's in the kitchen working, and Nick's up front with me, learning the front part of the business and the books and all that. So yeah, it's going to be a family owned and operated, and we will be here every single day that we're open. So
why Spring Green?
Well, my husband was born and raised here.
Okay.
I'm from Arizona, so he came to Arizona, brought me here. We decided to raise our kids here. So that's that story why we're here. But he's probably related to half this town, so it was kind of a natural fit, to raise your kids in a small town, and we just stuck. We're still here, and now we're going to be business owners. So.
Well, awesome.
Yeah,
so you guys do specials many days throughout the week, too.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have daily specials that we do. Once a month, we do an all-you-can-eat prime rib. It's usually the first Saturday of each month. And then we do the fourth Wednesday, we do a lobster feast, which is amazing. Yeah, it's very good.
That sounds good. Well, hey, thank you so much. And yeah, good luck with everything. Congratulations. That's super exciting.
Yeah, we are. We're super excited to do, the Supper Club thing is a destination.
Yeah.
And so that kind of fit in with my Chamber of Commerce. I can still promote the town because I know so much about it just being with the Chamber. So when I'm here, I'm still a touristy person, still telling people where to go. And so yeah, it's pretty fun. It's amazing.
We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
So guys, beautiful morning here. I mean, we've been to 4 different places just showcasing why you should come check out Spring Green, and I think we're finishing here with one of the best showcases here in the behind us. I know, Leah, you are a big fan of supper clubs. I think we need to get the whole gang together and come out here to Arthur's. Have you ever been to Arthur's before, Chris or Leah?
You better believe it. Absolutely. Great old fashions there, Josh. It's a little early for an old fashioned at this hour, but
okay, have you ever been somewhere with a bad old fashioned?
It's never too early for an old-fashioned, guys. As you know.
Hey, Josh, thanks for showing us around Spring Green this morning. A really lovely little town.
You bet.
We really encourage you to check out. And what inspires you? Josh would love to know. A lot of his ideas come from you, so reach out on social media or email him. It's in the 608 at WISC-TV.com.
I can't help I like old fashions. Got a lot of talented bartenders in Wisconsin.
It's like everywhere we go, it's like they have great old fashions. They're great.
Someday I'll find a bad one, probably in Illinois.
Never is it like, it was a mediocre old fashioned or not too great.
If I head to Chicago and try and order an old fashioned, that'll be bad.
There you go.
Get me out of this state. Back to Wisconsin.
All right, moving on this morning. Across the state, 3 Wisconsinites are preparing to compete in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. It starts tomorrow. 200 spellers will be there competing in the preliminary round. Are going to be Ty Blacker from Baraboo and Maya Yadav from Madison. Emmanuel Govas from Menominee Falls also competing. So depending on how they do tomorrow and in other rounds, they could end up in Orlando competing for that cash prize of $50,000. At 12 years old, this will be Maya's 3rd time competing.
I usually just think to myself, just do your best and you can't really do any better than that.
How true is that? Just do your best. You can't do any better.
Great affirmation.
So this year, the first rounds are going to be virtual and be aired on ESPN3. They begin at 9 a.m. Central Time tomorrow.
Good luck to Maya, huh? All right, who doesn't want to catch a ball at a baseball game? Everybody, but you probably haven't done it this way.
This is pretty incredible. So this is Padres game Wednesday. You're going to want to pay attention to the woman snagging that foul ball right there with a baby in her arm. What is she doing? Great catch, gal. You know, I've come close to catching foul balls or home runs, but I couldn't imagine.
Ben,
you know, if I'm with my wife and I'm like holding one of the kids, and I'm going after a ball, I think I would hear it from the missus.
You'd be in trouble.
Yeah,
you'd be in trouble. Baby Ben though would sleep like a child, like a baby.
I know, just like that little one. He's totally content in mom's arms.
Oh, very cute,
Great
very
video.
cute. Okay, 6:48 now. Coming up in the sprint, scientists are naming the world's 5th ocean. We'll tell you where.
But first, if you got a little one turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The best of the best mattress sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. In-stock doorbusters are up to 60% off while they last. And now introducing purple mattresses for less than $20 a month. Plus the guaranteed best Tempur-Pedic deal in all of Wisconsin. Only at Ashley Home Store.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your Tyler goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need. Shelter cats and police canines too. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can change everything, but your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, test positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It is the only FDA-approved combination of 2 immunotherapies. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more starry nights, more sparkly days, more sunny mornings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing, or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about chemo-free Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
This summer, the thrill is calling. Answer it at Six Flags and wake up to awesome. Time to pull the family out of hibernation and make new memories. Snag tickets as low as $29.99 at SixFlags.com. Can you hear it? The thrill is calling at Hurricane Harbor, Chicago. Take on the new Tsunami Surge, the world's tallest water coaster, towering 86 feet high. Snag tickets as low as $24.99 at SixFlags.com.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our 2 best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The Bucks are back on a roll. They returned for Game 3 against the Brooklyn Nets to a full-capacity Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. They started out with a big lead, but that got whittled down to 3 points by the end. Final score 86-83. The next game is Sunday at 2 p.m. Just into our newsroom this morning, the CDC will hold an emergency meeting about an extremely rare case of heart inflammation in young people that may be linked to Moderna or Pfizer vaccines. CBS This Morning is going to have complete coverage on the issue coming up in just a few minutes. At the same time, Moderna officially asking the FDA to clear its shot for middle and high schoolers.
Also new overnight, the 2032 Summer Olympics will be in Brisbane, Australia. The International Olympic Committee made the announcement. It's Australia's third biggest city. And this is interesting. It was the only city proposed for that summer's games. Well, after being closed for 16 months, the Wisconsin Veterans Museum right on the Capitol Square plans to reopen on July 1st. We'll have a couple new exhibits, too. Madison natives Roberta Wells and Akiri Toki will be featured. Wells was one of the first female Marines. Toki, the son of Japanese immigrants, volunteered for the U.S. Army after Pearl Harbor and earned a Purple Heart and Bronze Star. He's also who Toki Middle School is named after.
You can watch your kids graduate from Madison Public Schools today and tomorrow. We are featuring all 4 graduations at West, East, Memorial, and La Follette. You can watch them all heading over to channel3000.com to find that coverage.
Taste of Madison is back. New location, though. It's called Taste of Madison Off the Square. It'll be at Breeze Stevens Field on September 4th and 5th. Tickets are $10. They go on sale June 15th. There will be 3 different 3-hour waves of people. Around 5,000 to 6,000 people will be allowed in during each session.
There are warnings this morning that Lake Mead's water level could reach a new low this weekend. The Hoover Dam's reservoir is expected to sink to its lowest level since the 1930s. Lake Mead sits along the Colorado River and provides drinking water to Arizona, Nevada, and part of Mexico. The water also allows the Hoover Dam to generate electricity for several states.
National Geographic announcing that they are officially recognizing the body of water surrounding Antarctica as the Earth's 5th ocean, the Southern Ocean. The change marks the first time in over a century that the organization has redrawn the world's oceanic maps, which have historically only included the Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, and Arctic Oceans.
Lambeau Field will be shaking once again this year. The Packers announced their plan to allow full capacity for all games and events this summer and fall. That includes the annual shareholders meeting, training camp, and family night. Fans who aren't fully vaccinated will be asked to continue wearing masks. Proof of vaccination, though, will not be required.
A lot of people are headed back to the airport, so many that the TSA is having some of its office employees move to security duty. Those changes are typically made during busy travel periods. TSA has hired more than 3,000 officers so far this year.
The Joint Finance Committee hopes to send the state budget to the full legislature for a vote by next week. Members are currently working on Wisconsin's land stewardship program. It would last another 4 years and cost $32 million. The governor was hoping to see it extended another decade at twice the funding. The panel is also discussing budgets for the Departments of Corrections and Justice. You can now tour Madison College's Truex campus on the east side again. Interested students can now book socially distanced tours. You'll be able to see classrooms, experience campus life, and talk with recruiters. Coordinators say it's been a challenge to reach prospective students over the past year.
Happy Friday, folks. Look at all the sunshine out there. We are going to see more of this as temperatures warm up. We're at 75 right now, 72 for Janesville, 66 still, a little bit cooler in Lone Rock, but we're going all the way up to 94 this afternoon. As you plan your day, by the way, do expect some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Not a washout, but we will see a line of showers and thunderstorms arriving overnight tonight. That's back towards the north and west. As of now, here we are. We put things into motion. You see it developing by 8:30. That'll be out of here by the time we get you towards midnight.
Mr. Reese, thank you. And thanks for joining us this week, folks. Have a gorgeous weekend. We'll be back here Monday.